Welcome to today's session on technology and thinking, and a virtual welcome to all of you that are watching today's recording. Today is Friday, January 28th, 2022, and I hope that you've all had a moment to set up your Zoom meeting, as it will help the session to run smoothly. If you're with me today, I ask that you please turn on your camera so that I can see all your smiling faces, and that you ensure that you are muted unless you're called upon to speak. I'm also going to ask that you remove all distractions. This includes putting your phone on silent, as well as stepping away from any individuals, children, or pets. And this just ensures that you are able to participate fully and get the full value of the lesson. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to complete a quick quality check. In the toolbar at the bottom of your window, you should see an option for reactions. Please click the thumbs up reaction if you can hear me satisfactorily, see the record notification at the top left of the screen, and can see this quality check slide. Thank you. So before we get started, one of the things we're going to do is a quick little icebreaker. This is called a one-word icebreaker. I'd like for you to describe technology using one word and then tell us why you chose that word. For those that are watching this as a recording, please pause the video and include your answer in your session summary. Do I have any volunteers who are willing to raise their hand and unmute themselves in order to answer the question? Allie.
So I don't know if ever changing is one word or two words, but let's try and come up with a different word for ever changing, but like continuous, like there's always new things going on. Continuous, ever changing was my first thought.
I like that. Anybody else? Chuck.
I would say connection. It's connecting people and connecting computers. And so the first thing I think of is connection.
Oh, that's a really good one. I really like that. Marilyn, what'd you have?
I had stressful. Doing technology pushes me to think really hard. And so sometimes that creates more stress.
Very, very true. Good answer. Thanks, guys, for participating. So upon completion of this module, trainers will be able to identify the benefits and deficits of technology and relate its use to the creation of a collaborative environment. Another way of saying this is kind of our big idea. How can we as trainers capitalize on the use of technology when creating a collaborative environment? First thing I want to ask is just to kind of get your opinion. So this opinion activity, the question I'm asking is, do you think that technology enhances or diminishes your lessons, or neither enhances nor diminishes? For those of you that are watching the recording, please pause the video and just write down your answer. We'll be coming back to it a little bit later. For those of you that are joining me today, I'm going to ask that you click the annotate option. It should be on your toolbar at the top of your screen. And we are going to use the stamps and just kind of stamp with your opinion. Yep. Ooh, Allie likes it. Chuck likes it. And Marilyn. Marilyn really likes technology, even though it pushes her to think. Thank you, guys. So when we think about the use of technology as trainers, we've all kind of experienced both the good and the bad that comes with technology. However, it can support a collaborative environment when used to facilitate both thinking and teamwork. Specifically, communication technologies have the ability to bring individuals together in order to share their ideas. That being said, these programs merely bring individuals together and doesn't guarantee collaboration or critical thinking. This is a major deficit to technology when we think about the current situation we're in with the pandemic. As trainers, we have the responsibility of merging collaboration and technology in order to ensure understanding. So I mentioned in our first activity about your opinion to kind of hold on to the why. it seems like everybody was on the same page in that technology enhances their lesson. But what are the specific characteristics that you think cause technology to enhance your lesson? For those of you that are watching the recording, please pause the video and include the why or the characteristics that either enhance or diminish your classes. For those of us that are here together, can I have you just throw your answers in the chat? More engaging? I like that answer, I agree. Work across distance and time, really good. And makes others interact, really nice, thank you. It was mentioned previously that communication technology brings individuals together, but another thing that it does is actually increase engagement. So I like that that was mentioned earlier. With that engagement, individuals can think about the information that's being shared in a learning environment. However, we do need to focus on there being deep connections. And what that means is that we add activities that create those meaningful and constructive interactions, which are more valuable to the learning community than just simple communication. I mentioned previously that there have been a lot of changes, especially with the way training is delivered in our current pandemic. So thinking about our conversation that we've had so far regarding technology, I'd like you to describe 2 activities in your current lesson that you feel incorporates technology and collaborative learning. For those of you that are watching the recording, I'm going to ask that you please pause the video and provide this answer in your session summary. For those of you that are joining me today, I'm actually going to launch our whiteboard, and I'm going to have you to text what your 2 activities are. All right. And so I'd like you to choose your annotation option and then choose text. If you would, use the format option to change your color and just kind of on the whiteboard, just type out 2 activities that you feel incorporate technology and collaborative learning. Whiteboard and annotation with chatting, okay. Breakout rooms for the group, I like. Any more suggestions? Shared Google Doc, nice. And videos with discussions. Now we kind of got a little bit on top of each other, but that's not going to be a problem. What I'd like for you to do is still using Annotate, if you could select the option to draw. And since you all did use different colors, I'd like you to make some type of notation. You can circle it, put a square around it, or even make a star of an activity that maybe you weren't using before that you can now incorporate into your training lesson. Okay, good. Good, thank you guys so much for that. I hope that you were able to find something that you are able to incorporate into your future lessons. I'm gonna just clear these drawings. Perfect. So we've discussed today technology's ability to bring us together and our responsibility as trainers in order to ensure collaboration. Now I just want to discuss a few specifics that we can incorporate to ensure that we meet our goal. First, in using communication technology, we want to make sure that we have activities that include reflection. With reflective activities and experiences, students are empowered to produce new ideas and raise questions that will help refine the understanding of others within the group. With those reflective experiences, we can add different programs that will increase engagement with the individuals on the team while finding a personal relation to the material. One specific program that kind of highlights both of these points would be the use of discussion boards. With the use of this technology, individuals have the opportunity to form their own thoughts when they are creating their own posts, and then challenge or change the thoughts of others with their responses. So what better way to incorporate this idea than with a discussion post activity? So I'd like you all to go into Pilot under the discussion post and post your answer in a new thread, and ensure that you reply to one individual in the class as well. And that goes for my virtual listeners as well. Our prompt for today is I'd like you to describe your current lesson and how it's changed to support a blended environment. So for the sake of definition, blended environment means part face-to-face, part virtual, which a lot of us are currently experiencing. So how is everyone feeling? Can I get a smiley face if you feel really comfortable with the material, or maybe a sad face if you have some additional questions? Oh, okay, good. All happy faces. So let's see if we can do a quick quiz on the things that we've discussed today. It's made up of 5 questions, and it just allows me the opportunity to ensure that you do, in fact, understand the material. I am going to launch a poll here, and don't worry if you get anything wrong. Again, this is just to prepare you for the assessment at the end, and we can always discuss any areas that may have caused confusion. For those of you that are watching this at home, just pause throughout the poll to answer the questions, and we will operate on integrity. I'd like you to provide me with your score. And perfect. And so you guys got everything correct. So good job. I really appreciate you guys taking the time and taking the quiz, as well as demonstrating your understanding. So in summary, technology can enhance the learning environment if collaboration amongst the group is considered. Utilizing communication technology in a way that places value on connection, and again, that has to be deep and meaningful connection, can ensure a collaborative environment. We as trainers can leverage technology to deepen reflection and discussion while improving engagement. And so the last thing that I'll have you to do is log into Pilot and complete the Chapter 3 Technology and Thinking quiz found under week 3. As usual, the quiz is completely open book and open note, just don't use each other. For those of you that are watching this virtually, please wait until the end of this session to log into Pilot and complete your assessment. That does conclude today's session. As always, I thank you for your time. Please let me know if you have any follow-up questions or concerns, and I'll see you in our next session.